Hello everybody, and welcome to speed build number 12. Now this one is certainly very different compared to any other speed build I've ever done, because this one is a townhouse, or townhouses. And the idea behind these townhouses is that the one I'm building right now is going to be kind of a remodeled, reclaimed, modernized townhouse. And the one on the other side, which I'm doing now, is going to be a completely run down, almost haunted like townhouse, which you'd probably never want to even be near. So I'm just doing the front walls, and so now I'm just putting in some front stairs. And the reason that I'm actually trying to cram a lot of videos out right now, if you haven't noticed, because normally I do a video once a week, but the reason that I'm doing it once a day now is I want to get these speed builds out of the way before Island Paradise comes out. Because for that I want to do a houseboat. But I wanted to do certain speed builds I wanted to do first. There's another one that I want to do that's coming out Monday, if I can get it out that fast. So that's why, if you haven't noticed. So, because actually Island Paradise is coming out very soon, which is very exciting. On the 25th, so that's only 3 days away from this recording. So that's very exciting. So as you can see here, I'm doing the floor plan, and both houses are completely symmetrical, of course, because it's the same house. And not combined, what am I talking about? Each house, each unit is 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and combined they are 6 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. So that's what I wanted to say before. So, they're quite spacious, each one, and it's not like a real townhouse, though, like you'd expect, because it's The Sims, so of course you can't have 2 separate families living on one lot, because there's only 1 mailbox and 1 trash can. So that means that you have to have everyone living on the lot has to be in your active household. So it's not 2 separate families living here, it has to be all one family. So that's kind of a shame, but whatever. It's The Sims, what do you expect? So now I'm going to start on the siding. So this is the rundown one. So I'm just kind of trying to choose a peeling paint siding, if you will. So I actually found a pretty good one, like that one right there. And kind of make it a faint greenish color. So that actually works quite well, and I apply that everywhere. I use a lot of those little white borders, but I also put the peeling paint texture on as well. It actually felt like a lot quicker doing this because I'm only doing half the house. Well, I know I have to do the whole thing, but just when I was actually putting each siding type down, it felt quicker. Whatever, that's completely irrelevant. Now I'm going to be doing the other one, which I choose a nice tannish cream color. Now the roof was also a thing that I didn't like, is I wanted to make each side a different color. Because in real life, if you see townhouses, usually each side of the roof is a different color depending on the owner. And you can't do that in The Sims. It's just every building on that lot has to have the same roof color. Which is really something that they should change, because I think that'd be a welcome change. And they would definitely make this townhouse probably look a bit more realistic. But never mind. I'm just making the roof black, and I just finished the siding. So now I had a nice deck out the front of the new house, and I had what would be the remains of a deck on the old house, as you can see. So, yeah. I also used a foundation and stage combination there, and the stages is actually from Late Night, and it's the only thing I use from Late Night. So I wouldn't recommend you needing Late Night to download the house. The main expansion packs are Pets and Ambitions, because this is probably the first the first speed build I've ever done that's not in Sunset Valley. It's actually in Twin Brook, which came with the Sims 3 Ambitions, so I use a lot of stuff from the Sims 3 Ambitions. So all the doors and windows on the old house have this really gross, rotting wood texture that I found, so that's obviously suitable for that house. And I choose a nice clean light colored wood for the new house. So here I'm just putting in all the overgrowth that you'd probably find on a rundown house. And that ivy there I just put on top of the door is from the Sims 3 store. So, but it's the only thing in the house from the store, so I wouldn't say you need it to download the house, so it's not that big a deal. So now I'm putting in the walkway for the old house. As you can see, I kind of was trying to make it look a bit worn down, and eventually it kind of looks that way, I guess. And some stairs, and just doing the deck. I complete the old house before I finish the new one, but I kind of skip back and forth. you know. So here I'm just putting in there's just some like remains of fencing, lots of dandelions, and you can also see that I did like some dried and weeded grass terrain, weeds. So now I'm doing the columns on this house and a nice trellis. I like the trellis. I think it's nice with some flowers in it. It just looks so nice. I do like it. And a nice clean pathway for the new house with a little fence so it separates it from the rundown junky place. And I'm putting some like weeds, like ranch. I think they're dry ranch weeds, if I'm correct on that. Because the brambles wouldn't work. I don't know. I tried them, but they just wouldn't fit. There's some glitch. So you can see I'm using the ivy again. It does actually make it look a lot more run down. So here I'm putting some flowers in. As you can see, some nice flowers. And I like them. I think they're good. And of course an oak tree, because this house is called, what's it called? Oak Valley Townhouses. So I called it that, so of course I have to have an oak tree. I also put like a dead tree on the other side. If you probably missed it because I was too busy going on about the oak tree. Maybe you saw it, I don't know. So now I'm going to start here on this house, the rundown one. And I use that paneling basically throughout the whole house. But before I can start inside, I have to have windows. So I'm just putting the windows in quickly, and I kind of like have them all staggered around. They're not actually like really on top of each other. So the new house is definitely more neat and orderly. And I have like nice little flower boxes on the windows. It's so charming. Charming. So just, oops, sorry about that. So I just have some nice windows all over the place, and some windows there, windows there. Yeah, so I just basically finishing off windows so it's nice and bright inside the houses, of course, because that's important. So now I'm just finishing off like the siding on the edge of the balconies, decks, whatever you call them. I didn't really actually put much landscaping here, but you can see the new house kind of has that lattice work, and the old house just has the bare posts or stilts, because that's actually the stilted foundation from the new update, so that's exciting. So here we're starting on the inside, putting in some archways and doors. I also have this secret little ladder. As you can see, I try to hide the door in and to match the paneling, it doesn't really work. So I have a ladder in there that leads up to the secret room. Now in the secret room, there's not much things that are secret, so it's really not that scary, but whatever. You know, there's a lot of stuff from certain, like, not a lot of stuff, but there's like one object from like a certain expansion pack I want, but I don't want to get the whole expansion pack just for it. Like for instance, like Supernatural. I don't have Supernatural, but I want the sliding bookcase from Supernatural, but I don't want to have to buy the whole expansion pack just for that. So actually, that probably would have made it a lot more spooky, but whatever. So I used my table trick, and I made a circular table there out of 4 coffee tables. Different kind than the last time. The pattern kind of glitches, like flickers, but whatever. The best I could do. And the interior furnishing of both houses are a bit sparse, more sparse than usual, because I wasn't feeling like furnishing when I started. Like, I did the outside, and, you know, it was good. And then I went to the inside, I didn't feel like doing it, so I should have stopped right there, but I didn't, and I kept going, and that was a mistake. So I'm sorry that my furnishing is not as good as it normally would be. So I just finished the secret room there while I was talking about how poorly I furnished these houses. Up there is just an inventor's table and a desk and some bookcases, so it's not really that secret, not like top secret stuff up there. So there's no dining room here, so in the kitchen there's just like an island with some bar stools. So whatever. And now I'm going to just finishing it off. Oh, what do I mean finishing it off? I have to do the whole upstairs, finishing off the first floor. And so now I'm doing the second floor up here, and as you can see, I'm starting on the master bedroom, which is not a really inviting room to stay in, because it's got the most uncomfortable looking bed in the game, and some really run-down looking furniture. It's not a cozy place. And the master bathroom is gross, I have to say, with the lovely olive green fixtures. Oh, it's just stunning. And one sink is a slightly different color than the other, so you have the other bedroom I'm doing now, the single bedroom. And again, it's just really really cheap furniture and some vile red blinds just to finish it off. So I just did the other bathroom there, and now I'm starting on the new house. This one's where I really get lazy on furnishing. Oh wait, I have to do the laundry room here. But on the new house, the upstairs, the bedrooms, where I really just didn't want to do it. The first floor is okay, though. It's just okay. You know, I mean, if you don't like it, you can always download it and change it yourself to your liking. So, you know, it's not a big deal, because, of course, there's a download link in the description below, as with all my other houses. So, as you can see, I'm just starting the living room on the new house. Well, because the furniture, I mean, it's nicer than the other one, but it's still kind of cheap, and it's sparse. So, actually, I kind of call it more of a rental house than a house that someone really live in. I mean, if it was real life, I would say it'd probably be more of a rental, and not a real permanent residence, but, you know, you never know. So I'm just putting a computer desk and some plants and just making it look nice. Of course, a little bookcase. And the kitchen here, there is a big dining table in here. And it's the same kitchen as the other house. I mean, all the cabinets are in the same spot. All the appliances are in the same spot. Because technically it is the same house. But I mean, it's shocking to look from one to the other. I mean, to see it's the same rooms and such different furnishings. It's really a big difference. So there's a dining table, as you can see, so you can eat there. And just some lighting. And I also do the laundry room, which is probably the biggest laundry room I've ever done. It's the same size in the other house, of course, but I mean, just look at the size of that thing. It's huge. I mean, it's really, really big. I don't know why I made them so big, but I did, and I did, and I did. So now I'm doing the entranceway, and we should be moving upstairs. Yeah, we're moving upstairs now to the 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms that reside on the 2nd floor of this house. And it's the same as the other house, except there's no secret bookcase, no secret ladder, which isn't so secret, but it's not there. So that secret room is really, in this house, is really just a bedroom. So, boy, I had trouble getting that out. And now we should be moving to the master bedroom after just finishing that little hall bath. So yeah, here we go. And the colors I use for the carpet in this bedroom, yeah, you can see that it's appalling. I don't know what possessed me to make such bright blue carpeting, but I did it, so there you go. So here I just have a nice dresser, and again, it's very simply furnished. I mean, it does keep the house cost down, because considering it's 2 houses, 134, I think it's 134, 105,000 is pretty cheap for a house with 2 houses in it. So I mean, it's pretty affordable considering how large it is. So hence the cheap furniture. So here you can see that was originally going to be a study, but then I thought better of it because I had a computer downstairs. So I decided to make the walls a really shocking blue. And the bedspread is actually a wood texture, as you can see. And that actually looks kind of cool, I think. Because it doesn't actually look like wood when I color it blue. That was kind of interesting. So now we should be moving to this last bedroom, the far back of the house, which isn't even a bedroom. I just put a few pieces of stray furniture in there, and that's it. So unfortunately I don't put much effort into this room, so that's it really. And now I'm just going to start on the exterior. Finish the exterior, not start. I already started it a while ago, actually. So I'm just I want to say this is actually the quickest. It's not the quickest, but it's the 3rd quickest speed build I've ever done. So this one's the shortest speed build since the first 2. So there you go. And I just put a couple of lounge chairs in the back patio of that one, and just a grill and a table and chairs there. And now I'm just finishing off with some exterior lighting, as I always do. And now we should be moving to the screenshots very shortly. And I have trouble saying screenshots. There we go. Screenshots very shortly. Actually, here we are now. So there's the front of the house. You can see the contrasting sides. And here we have their back, which I didn't really put much effort into, but I did it anyway. And, of course, I had to do it. And then here we have the living room of the new house. And we should be moving to the living room of the old house. So you can see it here. And now we have the kitchen and dining room of the new house, and the contrasting kitchen and dining room of the old house, which is appalling. It's really, really gross in there. And here we have the master bedroom of the new house. And you can probably guess what's coming up next. Can't you? Guess what? It's the master bedroom of the old house. And now we should be moving to the floor plan shots, and you can see here that it's exactly the same on both sides, except the old house just has a secret ladder. And here we have the second floor, and you can see again it's the same. And now we should be moving to the day and night pictures, as you can see day compared to night. So everybody, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. And goodbye for now, and have a wonderful day.